dead. This one's married like 6 times. This one's, you don't even want to know. It looks like they hooked up a fire hose of lard and just drank it. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, I haven't seen them outside in like 3 years. It's just, you never know.
Yeah.
But if those are the people that you said, hey, we'll always like stand by me. You're not going to stand on the railroad tracks and be like, make a blood oath. That's goofy Hollywood stuff. Everybody grows apart and they get busy with their lives.
Yeah.
You find time. I reach out to guys that I served with every now and then. And then, as a matter of fact, I'm like, what's today? Tuesday? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I'm going to go see some friends of mine that last year was the first time I've gone to see them in 15 years. In 2003 and 4, and then 6 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after I got out, it's these guys, I don't know what happened, but it's I had Facebook at the time, and then you just shooting the shit about this and that, saying, hey, what's going on with this, and the kids are getting big, and they're like, yeah, that's cool. It's like, hey, you going to this thing they were talking about, this reunion or something? I was like, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, kind of early, don't you think? He goes, yeah, it'd be cool. And I was like, yo, dude, let me know. He's leaving for Germany. He's still in. I was like, yeah, it's cool to be a civilian. I'm a chairborne ranger, Fort Livingston, New Jersey. So we tease each other about stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put on like 60 more pounds, and just like, I want to roll into the reunion with like some kind of character from a cartoon, like some anime monster, just like a shirt shrunken up to my boobs, stains all over. He goes, really? I was like, no, I'll stop when my shirt starts peeling off. He's like, I was like, I'm not gonna have stains in my shirt. He's like, what? So we laugh about it, and then a week later, I'm like, I'm not hearing anything from him. I'm like, yo, dude, I was Germany. I know you had a lot to go through to get there. And I'm not hearing anything from him. So I was like, so his wife was attached to his friend's thing, and I was like, yo, what is going on, man? Are they really good? His processing is taking this long? And she's like, we just got back from the funeral. What are you asking about? I was like, what funeral? I was like, who died? And I was like, I know his dad was getting up there in age, and she goes, blew his head off last week. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, did my conversation do that? Or something I didn't say? Or those things will haunt your memories. It's in high school, we didn't have anybody kill themselves, at least not voluntarily. We had a guy drive a 10-speed into a tree. But you guys had a girl hang herself in the woods up there.
We had
hanging over the field.
At least 2 or 3.
There was 2 that didn't make it, 1 that attempted. And I was like, what is a high school kid that worried about? Social media was a big problem for us. The minute social media, it was MySpace before Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace came to Iraq in 2004, and they had this little building. And that little building had these little wooden slots, like the sense room, like when you go in there.
Yeah.
You're sitting inside this little thing, there's a phone there. There's a little piece of paper and a pencil, and everybody wrote like, go eat this, and eat at Joe's, and wrote numbers for like 900 numbers, and they were goofing around. They were like, stop marking up the booth. And we're like, you're going to tear this piece of plywood out anyway. It's just a phone thing. But it was MySpace. They brought in computers, and I was like, okay, so this one guy goes, we have to set up an email. I'm like, okay, hold on. All right, so it's like, where do I send the letters? And he goes, to the computer. I'm like, how do you do that? Does that have to go back through the printer? Is it like a reverse thing? Like, how does this work? And he goes, what? I was like, how do you send this email thing? So we were getting into that, and like some people were already doing it, and I was like, I don't have a computer yet, so just give me I was like, I don't want to look stupid for everybody else. He goes, okay, hand this guy the paper and say, can you send this for me through the, he goes, ask him to place it inside the computer for you. I was like, so I slid the paper out. He goes, you sign up an email. I'm like, okay, where is the sign up sheet and how do I sign it up? He goes, do you know what you're doing? I was like, do you? He goes, I had to learn last week. I had to take a class on it. So now we had to learn how to set up this email thing. And I was like, so we sign up on this email thing, and the guy goes, oh, dude, you need a username. I'm like, what? How do I get to this email? I was like, I gotta go to that place every time I want to get on because that's a computer that knows my name. He goes, they all know your name. Who told them? You did. I didn't tell him that. He goes, every computer's connected to this. When he got done, it was like listening to how planets are formed.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, what did you say? What do I hit? And he's like, every computer you go on to, you gotta type this thing. So now I'm making a cue card. And I'm like, okay, Yahoo. Really? It's Yahoo? Are you making fun of me? He goes, no. He goes, it's a real thing. I'm like, I'm gonna write it down, but if you're messing with me, I'm gonna give you a paper cut in the neck. He's like, so I wrote down yahoo.com, and he goes, slash. I'm like, come on now. When I'm gonna chop the computer, he goes, no, you gotta throw the little slash thing. I'm like, okay. And then mail. Then you go on there. It was AOL, America Online. You ever seen anything like on my? You'll never know what we went through when we waited 20 minutes for the computer to load. You put a CD in, it closes, and you're like, what next? And it goes, dialing, connecting. You have to type in the phone number, and we're on. Really, no one knows. It goes, it sounds like a fax machine thing.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, this is driving me nuts. And the thing's just trying to connect. Failed, retry. You're like, come on. The thing finally connects, and when you get on there, I was like, okay. So I was like waiting for that little search bar thing. I hit yahoo.com/. I got that in. I hit enter, and I waited. And 5 minutes later, the thing opened up, and it says, you have one new mail. And I was like, I got one. It was from some guy on MySpace. So this guy was a pretty savvy guy with a computer. He figured out the internet long before a lot of us. And I was like, okay. I was more into hands-on, doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
I don't need the computer. And we went through that thing. And he only showed me how to set up MySpace, his email thing. And I had to change the email name. It was so ridiculous. People were like, wait, your email's what? I'm like, yeah, it was going to be worse. It was going to be set with a hooker in it. Like strangled hookers at night. And I was like, we thought it was a joke thing. Now I realize I have to give that name to everybody else.
Yeah.
And I was like, now it's not so cool. Now it's not funny anymore. So I was like, I got a pretty bad name. He goes, Devil Dad, because I have a tattoo of a devil. And he's like, I was like, no, dude, no. And he goes, it's already done. He goes, you want to change it? It'll take you like a week. I was like, you kidding? So that deterred me right there. So I kept it for like 3 years. And everybody goes, how do I contact you? I'm like, okay, let me write this thing down for you. I was like, I write it down. I'm like, seriously? I'm like, I didn't make it up. Someone did it for me. He goes,
it was an accident.
don't let people do that for you. So we learned, don't let your friends pick your usernames or anything else. Everybody knows that now, but back then we were vulnerable. We were like,
very
so
important
stupid,
lesson
help
to
me.
be learned.
And they're like, oh, I'll help you, all right. So he got me good. There's so much to it. It's so I know you've gone through your line of questioning.
Yeah.
You can edit or work this in any way you want. You'll never truly know what freedom costs until you're standing there paying it. Until you've paid your pound of flesh. It's absolutely the most. How do you say it? Like, you're so honored to stand up. Your chest is like swollen. I mean, like, forget putting balloons in there. Like when you're a kid and putting boobs in there. I mean, your chest is like, it feels like someone just pumped it full of air. It's full of steel, and you're like, it's the most amazing feeling ever. And then you step off a plane in a foreign country. Like, we landed in Ireland and Germany and stuff. And we got up there, it was dark. We went in the airport for like 2 hours, waited for the plane to fuel. And we're like, all right, cool. And we're like, no one's allowed to. And this guy's like at the thing drinking beer already. And we're like, oh, can I? And they're like, no one's supposed to drink any beer. And we're like, oh, okay. Well, we're grown, we're allowed. And they're like, no, army time. I'm like, yeah, but we're not fighting anyone right now. We're friends with Germany. So we're just trying to toast to our buddies. The war hadn't commenced yet, and we were on our way to Kuwait. So I was like, all right. So now I'm thinking like Star Wars, because we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't have an Encyclopedia Britannica around to like look up what this place would look like. And I'm thinking like Star Wars, like dirt mounted things, like domes and stuff. I'm like, Saddam lives in this like pyramid temple, and at the top it's got his picture or something. So no one really had any clue what we were heading into. If people did, they were, well beyond. They weren't sharing the info. So we were like, no slack, right? Kill them all, let God sort them out. Trample the weak, hurl the dead. Everybody was talking all that smack, and like you do, you talk shit before you fight, And if you lose, you look bad. But if you win, you're the man. He told you he was gonna do it. But if you don't, they're like, hey, you're gonna find out. So it's you step off the plane in Kuwait, and I don't know if everybody else felt the same way I did, but it's like you're there. You're on a plane, stuck in there for hours and hours, and you're like, I can't wait to get outside. And you can feel the heat, like when you land at Newark or anywhere else, you're like, all right, the airplane's got little air things going. You can feel like heat through the window. I'm like, it just feels like hot. The plane opens up, you grab your rifles and stuff, and you're like, all right. And I had two of them. I had 240, like what Rambo was holding up with two hands. You can do it, but it's ridiculous. You're out of ammo in like 30 seconds. I'm sure in Hollywood it lasts for like 10 minutes. But it's, we start walking down. We have a few bags, and the other stuff is coming on the boats over with our trucks and other equipment. And we're like, okay, so all we're gonna do is hang out in Kuwait for a while. And they got this tent city, as they said, when we got it. And there was something about this marble palace that used to be there. Like this video games and pools. I'm like, you kidding? We're going to war to a resort. I'm like, this is cool. I get to travel around the world, go to a resort. They open up that door in a plane, and everybody's moving out. I'm like, okay. We step into the light, and now all the shade from inside the plane is like, it's like when you see that blinding light, and then you step out and you can see everything. That air was so hot, it took my breath right out of my lungs. I was like, stick like a hair dryer, turn it on high, stick it in your mouth, and that's what it was like trying to breathe. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And I started to feel lightheaded. We started stumbling down the steps. I'm like, are they kidding? Guys like, come on, man, move. I'm like, you can breathe? We got inside the tents, and they're trying to give an orientation. I was like, excuse me, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I can't breathe. He's like, excuse me? I was like, I'm having a hard time breathing right now. He goes, are you allergic to anything? I'm like, it's so hot. I was like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. He goes, you're talking just fine. I'm like, I don't feel okay. I was like, I really don't. He's like, drink more water. So you get these giant water bottles like this. It's got some weird country's name on it. And it says like Nestle and then like Arabic and like 6 other languages. You're like, so you start chugging that bottle down and you're like, it's not helping. This water's warm. But like, most of it is. Most of it. I was like, we're going to drink warm water. Seriously? So now your throat's getting sore because when you drink warm water, you just feel that, Yeah. So dealing with that madness, the first 25 minutes of being in Kuwait, I wanted to go home. I was like, I can't handle this. Maybe you should send me to a colder climate and I can fight there. Don't they have like snow monsters somewhere? Like snow terrorism? And they're like, no. I was like, rabid Vikings? I was like, what do I do? And they're like, go acclimate. I was like, what am I going to do? Does that mean I'm going to curl up like a dead spider? It means your body's going to adjust to your environment. I was like, are you sure that's going to happen? He's like, because I can't breathe very well. This is very uncomfortable to breathe. He's like, you said that. I was like, seriously, man, is there anybody I should talk to about this? He goes, anybody here having a hard time breathing? It's very hot. And I was like, why doesn't anybody say anything? I'm like, because we just have to deal with it. I was like, but if no one says anything, then you don't know everybody else is going through it. But if you know everybody else is suffering the same thing, at least we'll die together.
Yeah.
So it went through like that. Diseases over there are rampant, like hepatitis, and like you have like the bugs that bite you, the fly. They're called bite flies. Like if you see like dog poop in the yard, you see those little silvery green looking flies. Well, over there you'll see a lot more, and they swarm. Yeah. So if you have food in your hand, you're sharing your food. Traveler's diarrhea. If you haven't crapped your pants, you haven't been overseas yet. And we had to move 18-hour days, sometimes longer, marching through cities like Baghdad. Baghdad is, when we opened up into this one section, we were in Al-Hala. That was a nightmare. That's a story for another day. There's a guy that was there who I never met in life. I never knew him while he was alive. But after